Village Board meeting for October 15th to order at 6 p.m. Please rise and join me in the pledge. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. And quick roll call, please.
Trustee Howe?
Here.
Trustee Shaw?
Here.
Trustee Kuhn is absent. Trustee Strauss?
Here.
Trustee Stein?
Here.
And Trustee Gary is absent.
Thank you. We do a quorum. Our first item on the agenda is recognition for years of service. Our Public Works foreman, supervisor, come on up.
My wife told me something differently.
She's going to join you. Joe, here's your challenge coin for 10 years of dedicated service to the village. Greatly appreciated. Greatly appreciate your service and fortitude for our residents and businesses. So keep up the good work. Another 30 years and we'll be in good shape. Appreciate you all. Thank you. No. You want to get in?
I'll take the picture if you want to get it.
No, we're
Put a
good.
suit jacket on,
We're
you'll be
good.
fine.
Ready, 1, 2.
Oh, that's really good, so let's smile.
Awesome. Thank
Thank
you.
you, Joe.
Thanks, Joe.
Thank you.
All right, Kessler.
Next, we have a proclamation for Red Ribbon Week. So Red Ribbon Week, whereas alcohol and drug abuse in this nation has reached epidemic stages, and whereas it is imperative and visible, unified prevention education efforts by community members be launched to eliminate the demand for drugs, and whereas the National Red Ribbon Campaign offers citizens the opportunity to demonstrate their commitment to a drug-free lifestyle. And whereas the National Red Ribbon Campaign will be celebrated in every community in America during Red Ribbon Week, October 23rd through the 31st. And whereas the community of Wauconda, Illinois supports and encourages our community's Choose Your Path Coalition and their efforts to ensure the success of the Red Ribbon Campaign. Now therefore be it said that I, Jeff A. Sodi, Mayor of the Village of Wauconda in the County of Lake in the state of Illinois, do hereby proclaim October 23rd through the 31st as Red Ribbon Week and encourage its citizens to participate in drug prevention education activities, not only during Red Ribbon Week, but all year long, making a visible statement that we are strongly committed to a drug-free Wauconda in Illinois. And the next item is public comment. Any public comment?
No.
On to consent agenda. Madam Clerk, please read the consent agenda.
Happy to. Item A, approval of the minutes from the October 1st, 2024 regular village board meeting. And item B, approval of the bills for payment from September 21st, 2024 to October 4th, 2024 in the amount of $1,143,933.70.
Thank you. Any items to be removed or moved from consent agenda? Hearing none, may I get a motion and a second to approve consideration of the consent agenda by unanimous vote.
So moved.
Second?
Roll call, please.
Trustee Howe?
Yes.
Trustee Shaw?
Yes.
Trustee Strauss?
Yes.
And Trustee Stein?
Yes.
Thank you. Motion carried. Any questions regarding the consent agenda? Hearing none, may I get a motion and a second to approve items A through B on the consent agenda by unanimous vote.
So moved?
Second?
Roll call, please.
Trustee Howe?
Yes.
Trustee Shaw?
Yes.
Trustee Strauss?
Yes.
And Trustee Stein?
Yes.
Thank you. Motion does carry. On to new business, item A. Consideration and approval of an ordinance amending section 119.29 of the Village Code of Wauconda by adjusting the number of authorized liquor licenses. Administrator Matson.
Thank you, Mayor. Alonzo's Burrito Express, which has been in Wauconda since 2009 and is located on Route 176. Would like to add beer, wine, and mixed drinks to their menu. They've applied for a Class A liquor license. We do not have any open Class A liquor licenses, so We are requesting that the board increase the number of available licenses to provide them with a license.
Any questions? Hearing none, I get a motion and a second to approve item A under new business.
So moved. Second.
Roll call, please.
Trustee Howe?
Yes.
Trustee Shaw?
Yes.
Trustee Strauss?
Yes.
And trustee Stein?
Yes.
Thank you, motion does carry. On to item B, consideration and approval of the fiscal 25 facade grant applications. And Mr. Messon.
Thank you. For the past few years, the village has had a facade facade improvement grant program. This year, we made some changes to the facade grant program to encourage properties along Main Street and Route 176 to apply by giving them a greater reimbursement percentage, and to also make a change to provide a slightly lower reimbursement percentage for properties that are in other areas of the community. We also set a maximum grant award of $15,000. The EDC has reviewed 4 applications, which would take us up to our $50,000 budget amount. The first one is at 1098 Brown Street. It's an industrial building in the industrial park on Brown Street, and then two on Main Street, one at 210 South Main, one at 203 and 205 South Main, and another one 441 West Bonner. So the maximum award is $15,000 awarded on a first come first served basis. So we have 3 that are recommended for $15,000, and the last one, which is 441 West Bonner, which is recommended for the balance of what is available in the budget at $5,000.
This is the Dance Academy and the Bliss Bevel building.
Actually, it's the Bliss Bevel building, and 210 South Main is Whipple Tree.
Oh, Whipple Street.
Oh. So are they changing the color on the 203, 205?
They're doing siding, yes.
Siding, so
They're
siding the green?
removing the paint, doing some siding, and repainting the siding.
That'd be great.
back.
Perfect.
And making some other fixes there.
And they're investing like $300,000? Is that what everything?
All total, with all of these properties, the
Oh, yeah.
private investment is over $300,000.
Nice.
That's great.
Nice, very nice. Any further questions? Hearing none, making a motion and a second to approve item B under new business.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Trustee Howe?
Yes.
Trustee Shaw?
Yes.
Trustee Strauss?
Yes.
And trustee Stein?
Yes.
Thank you, motion does carry. On to item C, consideration of a motion referring the Route 176 Land Use and Transportation Area Plan to the Plan Commission, Zoning Board of Appeals for appropriate action. Administrator Mattson.
Thank you. Earlier this year, we began working with Tesca Associates to develop a plan for the future of the Route 176 triangle tip, specifically what is bound to the west by Thomas Court, the east to Barrington Road, and the south to Route 12. Tesca led the Economic Development Commission through multiple discussions. They coordinated a public input process, which included a survey and a map, an interactive map, and facilitated a special workshop session with the Village Board, the Economic Development Commission, and the Plan Commission / and Zoning Board of Appeals. So at Tesca's recommendation, staff recommended to the Economic Development Commission that this plan be incorporated into the village's comprehensive plan. So at this point, what we're asking is that the board refer it to the Plan Commission for consideration. They would need to hold a public hearing, make a recommendation to return it back to the village board to pass an ordinance that officially adds it as an element of the comprehensive plan.
Any further questions? Hearing none, making a motion and a second to refer the plan to ZBA.
So moved.
Second?
Roll call, please.
Trustee Howe?
Yes.
Trustee Shaw?
Yes.
Trustee Strauss?
Yes.
And trustee Stein?
Yes.
Thank you, motion does carry. There is no old business. On to the mayor's report. So I'd like to congratulate Joe Couture on his 10-year work anniversary. We thank him for his dedication and service to the village. And congratulations are in order for Bart Romero from Public Works Department on completing his 3rd year and final year of the Illinois Public Service Institute program. The program is designed for public works supervisors and managers, and this is quite an accomplishment for Bart. So please tell him thank you from us. Great job. And the chief forwarded an article last week from the Daily Herald. He featuring our police department canine unit. Both Sky and Badger were featured along with Finzi and Arduli. And it was about the temperature sensing microchips that get implanted into dogs. The handler can get vital temperature of the dogs. The dog's optimal temperature is between 102.5 and 103.5. Anything above 104 can create potential health issues and also indicate that the dogs are not working at their best capacity. This great technology was donated by the Wauconda Animal Hospital, so it was really quite a nice article on them. This past Sunday, I was honored to attend the Moose Fraternity Pilgrimage ceremony for Jim Davis. This is the highest possible level you can be as a Moose member. Congratulations to Jim on this well-deserved honor. And over the past few weeks, Administrator Mattson and myself has met with various developers with interest in our TIF districts and other areas in Wauconda. As we met with them, we further elaborated on other possible development opportunities with the village. And we have a second meeting with one of the developers later this week and a second meeting with the other one next week. So we're getting a lot of activity. And look forward to trick or treat on Main Street. That's all I have. On to trustee comments and committee reports. Trustee Howe.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. We had an EDC meeting last week, and one of the outcomes of the meeting was the recommendation on the Route 176 plan, which we moved to PCZBA earlier tonight. We also moved to the next stage of the TIF eligibility study, which should give us a better picture of potential benefits of establishing a TIF in the eligible footprint. And to update the results of our social media blitz earlier this summer, the Sassy Confetti Influencer campaign garnered more than 58,000 plays and more than 1,300 shares. The WGN promotion consisted of 74 radio commercials for over 1 million total impressions on adults 18 and over. And the Visit Lake County campaign racked up over 14 million impressions on both Chicago and Milwaukee TV stations. So we got a lot of bang for the buck. I know that we spent a little bit of money, but as someone who worked in media advertising for a long time in a previous life, the numbers on the ROI are amazing. It really is staggering. So kudos to everybody who worked to put that together. That's all I have.
Thank you. Trustee Shaw.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'd like that, Mayor, sorry. I'd like to congratulate Joe Coulter too. He does great work. Same with Bart. Actually, all of Public Works does a great job. Thank all of them for me. They always do such good work. And congratulate Jim Davis for becoming a pilgrim. The pilgrim, to get to be a pilgrim is very, very hard. From when I found out, since the 1960s we've been open in Wauconda, we only have 5. Jim's the 5th. We also have the most pilgrims of any lodge in the United States at any one time. So there's not that many.
Yeah.
So congratulate to Jim. It's well earned. He's been doing this a long time. And it's like
Thank you. Trustee Strauss.
All right. First, continue the congratulations to Joe Coulter and also to Bart. Unfortunately, we're not able to make Jim's pilgrimage, but I know that it is a very high honor, and I saw the photos, and congratulations to him. We had our Natural Resources Committee meeting today. We got a report that we had about 500 boat inspections, which is definitely up from the last couple years. I mean, given COVID stuff and all that, but that was a good number. The new boat, new to us boat that we purchased is also doing well. We did address the issue of not having enough PD on the lake this year. It was definitely down considerably. Issues being with the available hours of our part-time staff for that. But we are going to try to recruit more and make that a concentrated effort moving forward for next year. And then we also talked about our garbage, as Tillerson said earlier. And we're going to be waiting for some additional information on that, but probably will be continuing our contract, which will only have a 8% increase for the first year and then 4% the next 3. So we will have more information on that coming soon. And yeah, I'm looking forward to all the Halloween festivities in Wauconda. I should be at Trick or Treat Not Maine with my grandson, so see you all there. That's all I got.
Excellent. Trustee Stein?
I have no comment.
Thank you. Any other further questions or comments? Hearing none, make a motion and a second to adjourn.
So moved.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Meeting adjourned at 6:15. Thank you all.